Is this visible? This text document is visible to everyone? Is it
Yes,
visible?
ma'am.
Okay, fine. So in today lab, we will learn how to work with the controller. So basically, we discussed the processor till now. Your computer architecture is nothing but a core unit is a processor. Okay. So I'm switching what is controller. I already explained, but I'm switching. Can you see this slide? Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so basically the controller is nothing but a processor based IC. Here this is the controller. Inside this controller you have a one CPU. CPU means one processor and the processor size is 8 bit. So we discussed till now processor. So processor में क्या होता है? Internally you have a register array, you have a control unit and you have a arithmetic logic unit. So in the controller you have a CPU and inside the controller you have a memory RAM and ROM. IO ports, input output pins, ये जो आपके pins है, this is called the input and output pins. पता है यहीं पर आपके LED switch 7 segment any devices you can connect here. Timers होते हैं, generate the delay, serial interfacing होती है. So inside this controller IC you have all the features. But if I'm comparing with the processor, processor only contain this. आपकी 8085 processor IC it look like this, but inside the processor IC you only having a ALU control unit and register array. You don't have a memory, you don't have a IO, you don't have a this thing. So आपके computer में you have a processor. So with the processor you have a separate memory, you have a timer externally आपने connect किया हुआ है. लेकिन in the controller this all thing is internally. So we can say this controller is a basically on chip computer. Many time we are saying this is on chip computer. Okay, so 8051 is the controller name. This is the first microcontroller which comes in picture after the processor. Okay, why we are moving to the controller? Because using controller, student or many industries can perform their project very easily. Like you have a 8 bit, जैसे आपका blood pressure machine है, your glucometer, your small home monitoring devices. So you can go with the controller. Just you have to dump your code inside the memory and you have to connect input and output and your project is done. Okay, so with the 8051 you can easily perform your task because the connection of this thing, yeah, this thing you don't need to connect in case of controller, but in a processor you have to connect this all thing externally. Okay, now we are moving to the what are the basic features. So inside this controller IC you have a 4 kilobyte of ROM. In this particular ROM you can store your own code. 128 byte of RAM. It will also store the data or predefined values. You have a 4 ports. 4 ports means क्या होता है? You have a total 4 ports. One port contain 8 pins. So it means you have a 32 input output pins. So in this IC you have 32 input output pins. You can connect 32 switches or 32 LED. You have a 2 timer counter, one serial interface or interrupts. So this all things available inside this IC. Now I'm switching to your this thing. Here you can see I already discussed we have a 4 ports. When we are working on the controller we need to understand how many input output pins is available. So here the port name is P0. So P0 contain total 8 pins. So we can designate P0.0 to P0.7. This already defined in the header file. As a CS student I don't need to define what is header file. Header file which contain the definition whatever you are using in your programming. P1 is also the 8 pin port means the collection of pins. P2 is also 8 pin, P3 also have 8 pins. Okay, so total you have this particular pins because to perform the program this IO pin is very important. You have a CPU means microprocessor. So inside this controller you have a 8-bit processor. 8-bit is the data bit and 16-bit is the address bus. So it's a similar to 8085 you can say. You have a 6 interrupts. 6 interrupts mein you have a 2 hardware interrupt and you have a 3 software interrupt and 1 reset. So you have a that much interrupt. Now in today lab what do you have to do? Write a C language program. You can do in assembly also, I will tell you. Write a C language program to perform. Read the data from port 2 and port 3, add this data and display the result on P0. You can understand in this way. Assume it you have a your controller. ठीक है, with the U controller you connected P2 port is connected with 8 switch, P3 port connected along with the 8 switch. So you have a total 16 switches. You have a total 16 switches. Okay, this all is connected with the controller. Now what you have to do, P2 or P3 with whatever switches condition will be there, you have to just add on, and add on karke the same result you have to reflect on the P0 port. So assume it P0 is connected with the LED and P2 and P3 connected to the switch. So in that thing, what will happen, whenever you are switch on the particular pins, your output will be reflected on the P0 port while blinking the LED. Okay, now the next thing, how I will perform this particular thing. So to perform this thing, we require this thing. We require this particular trainer kits. So we are not working in a hardware lab, so I can't avail this particular kit. But you have one compiler, that is a Keil C51 compiler. It's easily available, online compiler is available. In a mobile you don't have any 8051 simulator. Mobile you will get 8051 app, they are showing the demonstration, but you can't apply your own program. Okay, so I'm not suggesting any Android based app. Okay, now please mute your mic. Yeah, please mute your mic. Kadma, please mute your mic. Okay, fine. So now I'm teaching you how to use that particular thing. So to perform this thing, first you have to install this thing. I think you can see this Google window I just show here. Is it visible? Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so first to perform this program in the laptop, you have to install one compiler. The compiler name is Keil. So just I type the Keil here. Here you can see you have to just download, go to the download folder. In the download folder, you have to go to the product download. Then this C51 compiler you have to download, because this compiler contains the particular IC which we have to program. So this is the C51 compiler you have to download. See, when you are going to this thing, actually this particular software is available single user. So I can't give the software to you. To access this software, you have to just update this particular information, any information. So once you upload this particular thing, you can submit it and you are getting some exe file. Just download that exe file and install it. Okay, once you install, I can't show it because I already installed my version. This my thing is already installed, Keil. So how you have to do, you just have to put this information, any information you can put it, and you got one exe file. After that, after submission, just install that exe file. After installing exe file, you will find out this particular software, Keil MuVision 5. Okay, now here I am showing how to work with this particular compiler. Okay, so first step here, whenever we are starting with any controller, first we have to create the target. Okay, so in a target, first I am creating new MuVision project. See, for creating a target, I will suggest please make one folder, because when you are compiling this particular program and creating a hex file, it's create a multiple files like list file, object file, hex file, C file, lots of file will be there. So if you are not creating a folder, your file will be missed somewhere and you will search it. So I will suggest it, please make a folder. So I'm just making a one folder on the desktop, and inside that particular I will create a target. And I'm telling you why we are creating a target. We are creating a target because we wanted to select the particular IC which we have to program. In a market, we have a lakhs and crores of controller ICs. So which IC you wanted to program, you have to select it. That's why we are creating a target. Inside the CA file, I'm writing experiment 10. Don't give any extension over here. Save it. Once you save it, you will find out this particular thing. You can see here lots of manufacturers are available who are designing a controller IC. So right now, whatever hardware you are preferring, a hardware, if you have a controller IC like Atmel, Atmel is a manufacturer name. So you have to select that thing. So I'm preferring this particular IC. Okay, so I'm just writing the name of this particular IC. See, you can see I just want this IC 89C51. This is a 8051. This is another name of this one, the same IC. C here, C is representing the technology name. It's a CMOS technology. 80 represent the name of manufacturer. So you are preferring this one. 89C51, 8051 are same. If I'm writing 89S51, technology is different, IC is same. Same programming will work. Okay. So just click this IC. Now say no to the startup file. Now you can see your target is created. This is a project space window. Here your file will be added. This is a build output window. This will show your error. Okay. Now I am creating the file where you wanted to write your code. So go to the file menu, click new, just save this thing, file, save as. Here you have to just find out ki you wanted to write your code in a C language or assembly. So right now I'm teaching you in C language. If you wanted to design a code in assembly, you have to give this extension .asm. If your code in assembly, you will give extension ASM. If your code in C, you will give extension .c. I'm just saving this file. I saved it. Now next step is I have to add this particular file to compile it. So I'm adding an existing file. This is this one, add and close. You can see my file is added. Now my file is ready to compile. So I'm just compiling this thing. So here build target means you are compiling. So see, I'm just build target. In a build output window, you can see you are getting this thing, 0 error 1 warning. This is an empty file. Okay, are you getting my point? Is it clear? Till now these steps are clear. Is it clear? Yeah, can anybody please respond? Is it clear? Yeah, anybody please can respond. Is it clear till now?
Ma'am, can you please repeat after creating a folder?
Yeah, I will. Don't worry. I just recorded this video, this particular thing. You can just cross check again. Okay, I'm just moving to the next, then I will repeat it again. Okay. Now the next part is you have to write your code. Okay. So to write the code here, I have to write the code. So first I have to, I hope it's visible. If it's not visible, I will go to the again text file. So for the code, I'm going to the text file here. Yeah. The first part, you have to include this reg51.h. Basically, this is a header file which contain the definition of 8051 controller. Inside the controller, lots of things is available. So all things are defined inside this IC. So whatever IC you are choosing for the programming, you have to select that particular header file. So right now I'm using 8051, that is the reg51.h. Second header file is a standard input output. This is the necessary. Without this, your program will not perform. Now the next thing, what do you have to do? Next thing, you have to just create a main. Inside the main, what do you have to do? Your program is you have to add P2 plus P3 and your result will be on P0. P2 plus P3 and your result on P0. So you can understand P2 have a 8 pins means 8 switches, P3 have a 8 pins means 8 switches, P0 is a 8 pins, again 8 LEDs. But you can connect it, right now not connected. So here, first part you have to define your port is input or output. Input means it will read it. Output means it will write it. So in a controller, first thing you have to define is input or output. So I am writing 0xFF. FF matlab all are ones. It means P2 ports is the input. So to define any port as an input, you have to assign FF. P3 port also connected with the switch, so you are defining as a FF. Then your P0 port is the output. So by default, controller consider all ports as the output. So if you wanted to define this thing, it's okay. If you don't want to define, you can just comment it. Okay. So it's not creating a problem. Now next thing is that what you have to do, you just have to write P0 equals to P2 plus P3. So what will happen? Whatever P2 content will be there, whatever P3 content will be there, your P0 will reflect it with the same result. This is a small code. I'm just copying this whole code over here and I'm going to this. Here I just copy this whole code. I just put a comment, a semicolon to close this line. So this is my code. It's a very small code I wrote it. So what I have to do, result will be P0 will be reflected to the addition of this particular P2 and P3. Okay. So how it will work? Right now this is star. It means it's not saved. So I am saving via Control S. Now I am again compiling. You can see here. In a build output window, you are getting 0 error, 0 warning. So right now my code is correct. Now what I am doing, I am debugging this code. So go to the debug, start stop debug option. Yeah, this running with code size limit 2K, this will happen because it's have a limitation of memory. So you have to tick OK. Now to check the output, you have to select the peripherals. Peripherals means input output ports. So right now input is connected to P2 and P3. So you have to select P2. This is your input port. Then you have to select P3. This is your second input port. And then you have to select output. So I'm selecting your output here. Now I'm defining what is the meaning of this. So here I set it that every port have a 8 pins. So see, P0 is the 0th number pin, 1, 2, 3 as a 7 number pins is available. So tick means 1. So by default, when you are starting your controller, all pins are 1. If you connect the LED on the port, all LED will be on. Okay, so right now all are one. So what you have to do, you have to run the program. Okay, so I'm just running here RST and here this is the run. I'm running this code, just run it. So you can see FF plus FF, this particular untick is the off. You are getting FE. If I'm changing the switch position here, from here you can change it. See, I'm changing. Your reflection is there. Again, I'm changing. You can change it. So if you are changing the switch condition on off, your output is reflected. So in that way, you can check your output. See, I'm changing the inputs, your output is reflected real time. See, I'm changing the input, your output is reflected. In that way, you can change it. Here you can see it. Okay. Now I'm again coming back from the debug. Just click this thing. Start stop debug. You just come out this thing. Now the next thing, if you wanted to change your file, so if you wanted to perform second experiment, so what you can do it, you just have to remove this file and just add new file, create a new file and add it, because at a time compiler can compile only one file. If you are adding two file and trying to compile that thing, then you are not able to debug the things. So just remember, I'm just showing how I will do it. Just remove this file. I just remove it. Yes, I remove it. Now you have to add next file. So for adding the next file, you have to create new file here. Create new file, then exist it. So here I'm just adding the file. Again, I'm adding experiment 10. So in that way, you can perform the program in controller. Okay, is it clear? I'm repeating again, but is it clear? Till now it's clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now